The recent Russian invasion had a devastating effect on armor units. Most tanks were either destroyed, abandoned, or captured by Ukrainian forces. With nearly 30+ years of experience, and more in the case of Soviet Union, the performance of Russian armor columns was not impressive and up to mark. Does this prove that Russian tanks are incapable of handling modern threats and challenges? In this video, we will analyze what type of tanks are being destroyed in this conflict, and what factors lead toward destruction. Before going deep into analysis, first of all, we have to look at what type of tanks are in service with Russian ground forces. When it comes to number of tanks Russian ground forces have, Russia comes on top of the list. The country possesses different series of tanks with a number of upgraded variants, whether it be T-72, T-80, T-90, or older T-55 and T-62. Their armor unit variety ranges from 2nd generation to 3rd generation. The latest in the series is T-90M with the DNA of 4th generation T-14 Armata. Russian even lost T-90M in Ukraine, which is a topic of its own. There are numerous reasons that lead to armor loss for Russian forces. It's not just one or two, the effects are combined. The main reason being is the lack of coordination between Russian infantry and armor. Even Russian infantry fighting vehicles failed to provide cover. Because of IFV failure, Ukrainian ATGM teams overpower the Russian armor. Without infantry support and a lack of hard kill, active protection system make the tanks against ATGMs more vulnerable. Even the light type of weapons was very deadly. Most Russian tanks were and are being destroyed by Javelin missiles supplied by the US, and in urban conflicts, NLAW also appears to be more lethal. Now, these two types of missiles are advanced and fire and forget capable. The older generation anti-tank missile like Stugner P, Conquer and TOW missiles, which requires a continuous lock on target from their operator, also prove their mark. The success of wire-guided missiles also questions the capabilities of soft-kill active protection system of Russian tanks. The main task of soft-kill protection system is to detect the laser of an anti-tank missile operator and warn the tank crew of necessary action. The design of Russian tanks is mainly focused to face NATO tanks, and the armor arrangement is also primarily placed to protect the frontal arc. But in this war, Javelin and NLAW attack profile is from the top of the tank where armor is weak and magazine can be easily hit, which results in the turret being blown off. If Russian tanks were equipped with active protection systems like Arena or Afghanite, then losses could have been minimized. Another weapon that effectively counters the Russian tanks is UAVs. These are low-cost, precise tactical nature weapons. Ukrainian soldiers are taking out armored vehicles worth millions of dollars with cheap homemade drones, as well as with more advanced drones and other weapons provided by the United States and allies. Since Russia's invasion, US UAV transfers to Kiev began with hundreds of Switchblade tactical unmanned systems. These are more of a loitering munition type, which are easily portable unmanned devices that can be launched from on the battlefield, and be directed via tablet to dive bomb into targets. The 300 series variant has a range of 10 kilometers and an endurance of 15 minutes, while the larger 600 series can fly for 40 kilometers and for more than 40 minutes. Because the systems are themselves the payload, the Switchblade is a single-use kamikaze drone. Another most publicized of Kiev's drone arsenal has been the Bayraktar TB2. The Turkish-made drone is a medium-altitude long-endurance UAV, capable of ISR and armed attack. It can fly for up to 27 hours and reach altitudes of 25,000 feet. The TB2 is not a loitering munition like those provided by the US and can strike targets and return for reuse. The next weapon which causes great destruction to Russian armor columns is not new and advanced but quite old and conventional. These are mines, specifically the anti-tank mines. Both Russian and Ukrainian forces have extensively used anti-vehicle mines. Hand-in-place TM62 series anti-vehicle mines appear to be the type most frequently used. These mines mostly immobilize tanks and vehicles, forcing crew to abandon their vehicle due to lack of maintenance and engineering services. There are even drastic videos of multiple vehicles exploding after crossing over same minefield. The last weapon, which was more devastating and newer for armor warfare, are guided artillery rounds. These 155mm guided projectile are GPS and laser guided, and can strike precisely based on recon data provided by tactical UAVs, leaving armor and heavy equipment no chance to escape. US has already sent M982 Excalibur GPS-guided 155mm shells as part of an aid package that will include at least 1,000 shells. Germany has pledged 255 Volcano 155mm guided shells. These are the major reasons and oppositions Russian tanks are facing, from ATGMs to drones, and from landmines to guided artillery shells. Russia needs to adopt counter-strategies to minimize its losses of armor force. These tactics include use of air defense to counter drones and anti-mining operations for safe movement of armor columns. Further, better situational awareness with effective counter-battery fire is also a solution to minimize the losses at the front.